And I'm Elizabeth Kubel. Thank you for joining us. Our top story tonight, the ongoing impacts of snow and ice.
You know, overnight, a blanket of white covered parts of East Tennessee, but it also covered roads with ice, and it brought the temperatures into the 20s.
And one of the areas that got hit the hardest with this round of snow was up in Campbell County. WATE 6 on Your Side reporter Lexi Spivak was out there all morning long.
Yeah, she spoke with crews as they worked to keep people safe, and one couple as they made their way further south.
Lexi, thank you. And the worst of the snow is behind us for now, but it is still cold, and ice will probably stick around tonight and tomorrow. And that is why a lot of schools have gone ahead and canceled classes for tomorrow as well. On that list, take a look right here. Blount County, Anderson County, Loudoun County, and Jefferson County schools. Campbell County schools already announced they are closed through Wednesday, and that is only the start. You can find a full list of closings scrolling for you right now at the bottom of your screen, also over on our website, WATE.com. And with this in mind, it is time now to talk about the forecast with meteorologist Ken Weathers. Ken, this cold is sticking around.
It is, Elizabeth.
The federal website you can use to order free at-home COVID-19 tests launches on Wednesday. Every household in the U.S. will be able to order up to 4 free at-home COVID-19 tests. There will be no shipping costs, and you won't need to put in a credit card number to order them. All you have to do is go to covidtests.gov, again, beginning on Wednesday. Well, the cold and ongoing staffing shortages are making it hard for local nonprofits to care for their guests. Knox Area Rescue Ministry put out a call this week on Facebook. We're told there is an urgent need for volunteers in their men's and women's dorms from 5 to 9 o'clock each evening. That is because they have seen a growing number of guests seeking refuge, and the latest COVID surge has caused staffing shortages as well. If you are interested in volunteering, you can email volunteer@carm.org. The organization says every volunteer makes a huge difference in our community. The East Tennessee Fishing Show and Expo is making its way to Knoxville this week. The event is bringing everything a fisherman or outdoorsman needs to one venue. There will also be a number of seminars for people to attend. The expo kicks off this Thursday at the Knoxville Expo and Grant Event Center. You can buy your tickets online or at the door. It is $10 for adults, $8 for children. Again, the expo kicks off Thursday at 2 p.m. A simple word game has captured the minds, computers, and phones of millions of people around the world. You've probably seen some of your Facebook friends sharing their results of the game Wordle. But what is it? And how do you play? I genuinely need these answers. Consumer technology reporter Jamie Tucker dove into the Wordle world and, like a lot of others, became hooked.
Good evening. I'm Bo Williams.
And I'm Elizabeth Kubel. Thank you for joining us tonight.
We've got a lot to get to tonight, beginning with our latest list of school closures. Many people still seeing the impact of this latest round of winter weather. More on that for you in just a moment.
Right. The weather is not why Knox County schools will be closed tomorrow. Knox County Schools says it is closing tomorrow because of illness and staffing challenges. Running through some other school closures for you here. Anderson County schools will be closed because of the weather. Blount County schools will be closed tomorrow, and Campbell County schools will be closed through Wednesday.
Also adding to the list, Hamlin, Jefferson, Roane, and Scott County schools will all be closed tomorrow. Remember, our full list of school closures is scrolling at the bottom of your screen. You can also find it at WATE.com.
And this means a lot of kids will have an opportunity to make a snowman with the snow that is still on the ground. Farrah Sabin Lackey shared this picture you're looking at right here with us today out of the Robbins community of Scott County. It is a good-sized snowman with a fishing pole and even a net.
6 on Your Side meteorologist Ken Weathers taking a moment to join us now from the Storm Center. So, Ken, we see some of these pictures from last night and this morning. The question is, what can we expect for the rest of the night tonight?
Talk soon, Ken. Thank you very much. Well, road crews and first responders worked throughout yesterday's winter storm to make sure people got home safely. And one THP trooper went above and beyond, digging out by hand more than a dozen vehicles stuck along a snowy interstate. I heard from him today about what that was like. This picture shows what roads looked like yesterday in Campbell County. Both lanes covered in snow. And this picture shows Trooper Jacob Weiser helping out the drivers who got stuck in it on Interstate 75.
A call came out saying that there was a lot of vehicles either broke down, crashed, or blocking the lane at the 145. So myself and the other troopers started heading that way. I was the first one to get there. There were vehicles. At this point, the snow had covered both lanes of travel about 1 to 2 inches or so.
Weiser says he dug out 14 vehicles. 2 big rigs, and 12 cars. Using his hands and a shovel he borrowed from a TDOT truck that happened to pass by.
As more snow falls on top of like a warmer asphalt, everything, the first snow that fell is now the bottom layer of that. And it starts melting from the asphalt, but then the more snow just freezes that on top of it. So you got a layer of ice underneath about an inch of snow. The biggest way it helped was just being able to get up and under there and break up that ice and allowing people to get traction, especially in those front wheel drive vehicles.
Staying safe is his key message to drivers today. And it was his main concern yesterday.
They were asking me, what do you think we should do? Should we try to head on up? And I didn't know the road situation in Kentucky, but if it's anything like we had, I advised them, if I were you, I would just, get off in Jellicoe and stay the night there, whether you park over here by the gas station or try to get a hotel room, whatever you do, I just stay off the road at least till daylight. Everyone was, very, very thankful, very, very courteous.
And Trooper Weiser is off today, so hopefully he is getting some much needed, much deserved rest. Fortunately, he says from what he saw yesterday, no one was hurt. And remember, if something happens to you along the interstate, you can call star 847 to get through to THP Dispatch. An update for you after 4 women were shot in a car over the weekend. A spokesperson with the Knoxville Police Department now telling us 2 of the women have been released from the hospital. We are told the other 2, however, do remain hospitalized. Over the weekend, we told you the women were shot in the 2700 block of Tarleton Avenue. The car parked at the time of the shooting early Saturday morning. No one has been arrested at last check. Drugs and weapons charges for 2 people after a traffic stop in Claiborne County. Take a look. This was a look at the guns that were confiscated last week. The Claiborne County Sheriff's Office says one of them was reported stolen out of Virginia. Gary Mercos of Rogersville faces 4 charges. Anna Painter of Speedwell faces 3. The Claiborne County Sheriff's Office expects more charges to be filed in this case. Breaking news, a missing woman has now been found and is safe. The TBI just tweeting about Catherine Bruce. You may remember she was at the center of a silver alert out of Cott County. We told you about this over the weekend. The 64-year-old had last been seen January 6th in Hartford. But again, the TBI announced that Catherine Bruce has been located and is safe.
You're going to be busy, I know, until the beginning or mid-March, right? All right, Elizabeth, back over to you.
And who wouldn't want to work at Dollywood?
I know.
Thank you guys very much.
I'd probably eat all day, though.
Right, yeah. Yes, but we were talking about that cinnamon bread.